Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, Alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu rasulillah. Female SSA in the Muslim sisters, meaning same-sex attraction, lesbianism, lesbian behavior. This is something that's become so popular. A lot of people don't realize the reasons for this. Now, many sisters have messaged me before, Jazakallah khair for the videos and some of the observations that they made on social media amongst other sisters, among their groups of sisters. But specifically, a group of sisters who have basically they've been talking amongst themselves and trying to understand this issue. Why? Because they themselves are actually experiencing this. Now, what is SSA? It is same-sex attraction. And I made videos before about this hijabi and the comments that women make, but it's not just about the comments and how some women dismiss it, saying, well, we're just women and we're just, being funny with each other and we're just joking. It's actually not. And it's not coming from, men. This is coming from women themselves. So Jazakallah khair to the sister, I'm not going to mention her name, who she herself has experienced SSA, as well as her friends and people that she talks to in her groups have also experienced. Now we have actual experiences of people, not to mention the counseling sessions that I do with so many people who experience same-sex attraction. But specifically, we see a rise in females. And I would say that is significantly, substantially more than men. Why it's not being, though, observed is because women can kind of like slip under the radar. It's almost normalized. It's considered normal for women to behave in a certain way that is, in a sense, gay, right? So a lot of parents don't even know how this is affecting their daughters and the sisters in the community and so on. Now, many sisters have messaged me when I posted some of the videos out to get help and to understand their own sexuality better. Sisters who are practicing, sisters who are covered. As we see in this video, these are two hijabi sisters who are just supposedly making a funny video and just joking. But there's a problem, though, that's been also highlighted in certain commentaries of psychologists on female psychology and of psychologists who look at female sexuality changes after a certain age. And they almost label female sexuality as fluid. But obviously that needs to be examined. However, there's a lot of data that we have now, and I will maybe go into a more detailed video, inshallah, on female sexuality and why it's supposedly fluid maybe today. Is it really part of their fitrah or not? That's something that's debatable. But why is it fluid today? The modern Muslim woman, and women in general, of course, seem to be very much into this bisexuality, this fluidity. And a lot of times it starts like with this video. Now I'm going to cover, obviously, the what's happening, but these are two sisters in hijab. They think it's funny to make a video and to try to kiss each other. Many women have sent me videos like this for me to react, to understand when they try to understand themselves and to understand what's going on in these videos on social media and why hijabi women would behave in such a way. So let's watch the video. I'm going to cover, obviously, to protect this, but you have to understand that this is something, it's not an isolated case. I would say that it is so much more prevalent than male SSA, so much more, and I'll get into that as well as to why in a more longer video. But let's see right now this video. So they're basically kissing and they're like, oh my god, they're so like never, now they're doing it again. But then someone comes in, all of a sudden they feel so embarrassed. Okay, so a lot of times it starts just like that. With what? With just an innocent like experience. Let's just try. Now women by nature are closer to women, the way they behave, the way they hug each other, always basically touch each other. They're just more touchy-feely by nature. But that comes with a price. And if a person doesn't have taqwa and plays around with that, like these two girls and many others I've been sent, and again, I want to thank the sisters who have been brave enough to come about these things and send me the videos and to understand, this, and specifically one sister, may Allah bless her, who talks to other sisters and has a group, as I said. So, but it starts with that type of innocent, supposedly, experience. But there's something that changes with women. It's not the same for guys, even though there is incident rates in the guy population, man population, but it's just not the same. I would say, if I were to, based on my research, what I've known for the past 21 years or more actually on female psychology, I would say that female same-sex attraction is much, much higher, maybe even 100 times higher, if not more, than male. Now, the problem is with the statistics and how to know that is because women don't usually report, they underreport. It's just something that we kind of know. But we have knowledge now due to their social media use, their corn use, with the P obviously, and other, social media tracking, internet activity, and some research studies right now that are very, very interesting. And I might probably go into them, even though they're very, very taboo. I might probably go into them into a longer video. But bottom line is, for this video, I just wanted to bring this to attention, because it is very important to understand what modern Muslim women are faced with in today's world, and that they're not careful. They think it's funny. They think it's just girls being girls. Well, it's not. Shaitan is actually playing with them, and it might be very easily for a woman to reach a point of no return from her sexuality, and that it becomes solidified in her, and she becomes bisexual and even full-on lesbian. And it's so prevalent amongst the Muslim sisters today, but they get away because they wear hijab, they look religious, they obviously, no one questions two women being together or hugging or holding each other, or even sometimes inappropriate. Of course, that doesn't work for guys. Guys will be right away labeled as gay and inappropriate and so on. And we'll get that into understanding why that happens, also in the difference between male and female psychology. Assalamu alaikum.